Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And guys, my name is Nox, right? So today I just want to cover one of the background checks that most people just take for granted, where else it can really make or break you getting that job that you looking for, or you can't wait to get, or the interviews that you've been going through, and now it's finally that time to do the background check. So today the one that I want to cover is the reference check. And the reason why I want to cover this is because most of the time when I do reference checks and I realize that the person that is selected or submitted as a reference, they seem not to even be aware that they're expecting a call or someone is going to call and do a reference. And then I thought, well, maybe let me just share information, and I know it's going to be helpful to those that are looking for a job or those that are going through job hunting process, right? So guys, reference check, first things first, most people just want to know, Nox, does it mean that I've got the job? When they ask for 2 or 3 people that they can call for a reference, guys, it doesn't mean that you've got the job, but it's a good thing, right? It's one of those signs that the company is considering. Most companies will do maybe their best 2 or top 2, and some companies will just do 1 and see how it goes, but mostly they will do 2. They just don't want to be disappointed should their best don't tick all the boxes, and now they have to start again the process, right? So if you get that call, that email that says, please provide us with 2-3 people that we can contact for a reference, do get excited because things are looking better. Okay guys, first things, now you know that you should be speaking to your references, right? And someone who's a reference, this is how I prefer it, and I know it works best. It's the best. Your references, those are your precious people, right? You don't want to be submitting them just to anyone, right? So you submit them when you are really excited about the opportunity you are looking forward, and trust me, you know they're going to put in a good word. And then, guys, how do you select your references? Someone who's a reference is someone that you reported to directly. That would be the best person. Why am I saying that? Because, guys, they're going to ask questions about your duties or your responsibilities, and this person can't be just stuttering like, I think. They can't be thinking. This is a person that you are reporting to. They know your responsibilities. They can answer every question about you when it comes to work, where you were lacking, where you need to improve, achievements, projects you led, how big was the project, what was the budget. So if the person can't answer that question, you can't nominate them, or you can't put them down, or you can't submit them as a reference, because they will not be able to answer all the questions they might have. And if you don't trust someone, which is another big issue when it comes to references, I know people submit people and they don't put in a good word. Guys, do understand that when you submit someone as a reference, this is one person that is about to make sure that you get the job. This person will speak highly of you. This person is adding those points. This person is reassuring the people that you are a perfect fit. You are the candidates they are looking for. So it's important, guys, that when you select someone for a reference, if you are thinking they're not going to do a good job, please don't select them, because companies do references because they want to confirm certain information that you said or you shared on the interview, and they note it down, and they want to see if the person that you've selected as a reference would vouch for you or say the same thing or say things along the same lines. So that's why it's important that you understand. Another thing, guys, when you're on the job market, or you've went for a few interviews and now companies are asking for references, and you don't just give them without speaking to the person that you have submitted as a contactable reference. Why am I saying this? Because most of the time, and I've experienced this a lot of times, and I just want people to get it right. Guys, there are people that do not answer unknown numbers, landline numbers, like we all know, right? For whatever reason, they are not answering. If you let them know that so and so or this company might give you a call this week because I went for an interview and they're going to do a reference, guess what? They will answer, because most of the time we call and we call guys and we call guys, they don't answer, only to find out that it's one of those people that say, "Eish, unknown numbers." Especially at this time of the month, I am not going to answer. And here we are trying to call and we say to you, "Ma'am, unfortunately, we could not get hold of any of your references and it's difficult for us to proceed with the process," and you find yourself not getting a job just for that. So let your references know that someone is going to call. So when someone does call and they see the unknown number and they see a landline number, before they decide not to answer, then they remember, this person told me that someone is going to call for a reference, so they can answer, and maybe they would then ask to be called a certain time if maybe it was not a good time to call. But it's important that they do answer their phones and give you a good reference. That's why you need to maintain that relationship. Another thing, guys, that can really, really work well when you are submitting references is you've gone through the interview. There are things that you said when you were selling yourself, right? And you said, "Yeah, I did this project," and you can see the people that were interviewing you that they are so excited. They are nodding their head. They are excited about the information that you are sharing. So when you call someone, letting them know that someone is going to call, please do, like, how do I put it? Please do take them through the position, the things that you highlighted on the interview, and let them know that I would really, really, really appreciate if you can maybe put in 1, 2, 3. Guys, I'm not saying they must make up things that you didn't do, right? You are reminding them, like, remember the project that I was leading with 35 people were 1, 2, 3, and I won this award. You are refreshing their memory, right? Because someone is going to call and you don't know how the reference questions are going to be like. And so a lot of these people that we write down as references, there's thousands other people that have selected them because they are in managerial or leadership roles where a lot of people are reporting to them. So you are refreshing their memory, saying, "Listen, remember when I did 1, 2, 3, I also did highlight that on the interview, and I think they would really appreciate if they can also hear from you." You are not saying, "Please say this about me, say I'm a good person, say I'm like this, say me and deadlines like this." No, you are just refreshing their memory, because it's very important what they say. And most of the time, these people, we worked with them 5, 10 years ago. Some of them, it's been 3 years ago, and as much as they remember, "Oh, Knox, we worked in this company," but maybe they might not remember everything. So you need to do your job very well and make sure that you remind them. So these are the people that will advocate for you. They will put in a good word, not just anyone. If you think someone is not going to do a good job, please don't, because they're going to ask really questions. And I know one of the questions that companies really like when they're doing a reference is, "Would you re-employ Knox? And if no, why? If yes, why?" And if someone is not putting in a good word for you, they will say, "No, Ash, you see Knox 1, 2, 3, and they say all these negative things, and it changes the mind of the people that are supposed to make a decision, and they're like, no, we're not going to go for her. There's definitely someone stronger than her." So they are doing references, guys, because they want to hear who you are. They want to get information about you, but not from you, from someone else. So in the interview process, it was you selling yourself. It was you telling them how much of a fit you are and the things that you've done, which looks like you're going to be a perfect candidates or perfect fit for the position and the organization, but now they are inviting someone else to try and say almost the same thing, just more aligned information with what you say. So they're just confirming tick, tick, tick. And it's important that these people also are aware of things that you were working on and how you work with other people, because they're going to ask those questions, guys. And they just want to make sure that whatever risk they are taking, because employing someone is really a risk. You don't know after employing them if they can really do a good job or not. So they just want to calculate their risk and maybe say, well, it's worth taking a risk and employing this person because so and so gave this reference, and whatever was said during the reference, it is really aligned to what was shared on the interview. Okay, so do understand it's very crucial. It's make or break, and as well understand that your references, I know most people would put references on their CVs. I'm not against that, guys, but any company is supposed to let you know when they are doing references, and you are supposed to confirm if they should use the people that you have listed on your CV or you've got someone else. And I'm saying this because the people that we put down as references, anything can happen. They move companies if you put the then line number, so you might have the updated and the one on the CV is not updated. They might change cell phone numbers for whatever reason. So you are the one that has more information or better information. That's why it's very important that they let you know that they are conducting a reference check and they're going to need you to submit someone so you can do your job in brief and do it well. And guys, to anyone that is listed down as a reference, please do a good job when they're asking for references. And if you know that someone needs to improve somewhere, I believe you should communicate with those people. So if someone reported to you and you think they need to improve in a certain area, let them know, because as they move, they need to be aware of things or where they are lacking, because we all have things that we are working on. Guys, please. Right? So I hope you're going to sit down now and think who you're going to put down as a reference. Is it worth it? Would this person really put in a good word for me? And I know, and there was a time where on social media, this thing was just going on like, yeah, sometimes you are not getting employed because of the person that you have selected as a reference. And what you should do is call and act like you are someone's potential employer, and just to hear what they will say about you. And guys, this just shows how important it is that you submit the right person as a reference, that you have a good relationship, and it's someone that knows your strengths, that can vouch for you, that can put in the best word for you and make sure that you are getting that job. And guys, I know this was very helpful, so go ahead and press that subscribe button and press the like. And also, guys, on the comment section, can you maybe share if you at any point you were in this process of reference checks and you didn't get the job, and what was the reason? Were you aware? And if maybe you've did write someone or put down someone as a reference, and then things didn't go well because of what they said, and you learned from there. Because I know there are people, and I know because I've called a few people that didn't put in a good word, and at the back of my head I'm thinking, but why did you submit this person? But trust me, guys, people don't know. People think people will just put in a good word for them, and unfortunately, when we are doing references, we take what you say and we write it down and we send it to whoever needs to make a decision, and they make a decision based on that. But trust me, if someone's going to say everything negative about you and nothing positive, it means they are working against what you said on an interview, and it's very easy. You're not going to get that job offer. Guys, all the best. May you get that job.